It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Colts and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, another run with Taylor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're up to 6 down. And talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Play action. It's Fields. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was. And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Taylor again, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Fields now to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On first down, Fields. Once again, Ruckert. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. The Bears sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
This defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a pickup of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
To throw is Fields. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Fields. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive to 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But then we got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the 50, here's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On 2nd and goal, Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Second and 14. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. To the air again, Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning, it's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And off comes to Montgomery. Down inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Montgomery. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Nicole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, it's something like another 3 and out here at some point. You got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Fields. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Fields. He's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, take it in by Pittman. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Dancing to his left. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We kick off our tour with a good one in the NFC. Carolina heading to Lambeau to take on Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Christian Watson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Michael Thomas, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jaquan Brisker in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. Of that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Forced it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. There'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. from a yard out. And the Bears just continue to roll. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you decide to play, you're expecting to think a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Back to throw. Fields. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now Montgomery running right. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Fields. That's caught inside the 20. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Toss left to Montgomery. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he is going to have a Colts first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll look to throw again.
They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
17-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync.
So for Chicago, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.